How's it going, everybody? It is I once again, Mr. Cinema Junkie, or as other people know me, One Take Jake. Hardly any editing in these videos, so if I hit some rough spots, my apologies. What has been going on? Well, I'll tell you, there's been a little upheaval in the subscription box market. Yeah, don't want to voice off too much about it, other than the fact that anyone who subscribed to the BAM box, if you got November's adult cartoon theme, or if you follow the unboxings on glorious YouTube, you may have noticed more than a few people unhappy with what they received. Now, I have to admit, the box was more missed than hit, in my opinion. I tried to listen to both sides of any argument, really, and there was a statement from the BAM box. Can't remember the guy's name, but he's like, one of the guys that started the company, talking about, why things were put in there, saying that that box is not going to be the size box it is now all the time. It's not going to, this was a flat box. It was like this thick. Usually they come in boxes like that. And he was stating that that's not going to be the case all the time, but they were leaning more towards the prints and comics and things like that. They didn't do away with any of the collectibles. They didn't do away with any of the other stuff. He denied the accusations of showing favoritism to certain YouTubers with the bigger numbers, bigger stuff, on and on and on. I don't want to get too much into that. But in the wake of that disturbance, Nerdblock, the CEO, came out from behind the curtain and made a video saying that there's certain standards that need to be met in the business. And if those standards aren't met, then it becomes kind of like the Wild West, where everybody comes out with a box and everybody throws whatever they want in there, and there has to be a certain value to that thing. Now, I remember most of these boxes will claim like 50, 60 bucks minimum worth of gear and merchandise for half that, 29 bucks, usually $19.99 to $29, depending on what you're getting. And in a fairly ballsy move, he said anyone who got the BAM box for November, they would send them a free nerd block of their choice. And nerd block has about seven different blocks that you can choose from arcade to comic to horror to the T-shirt block, and so on and so forth. And you get one free. You just have to cover the shipping and handling, which is about $9.95, $10. Not bad, not bad. And I thought that was a stunning move there, and they did it so that people can make an educated decision on what box they're going to subscribe to. You can subscribe to as many boxes as you want. And as this whole thing has fleshed out, I've been reading comments from different people on different channels stating things like, oh yeah, such and such a box went down in quality, but they're back again, and this could be just a little hiccup, and so on and so forth. And other people are saying there's no hiccup at all. BAM box meant to send that stuff, and they stick by it, and so on and so forth. I think the biggest thing that everybody had the problem with was that there was a cosplayer autograph in November's BAM box. That was the big deal right there. Because it's like adult cartoons, check. Roger Rabbit, sure. But a cosplayer dressed as Jessica Rabbit with her signature on the picture thrown in there to add to the value of the box, people weren't having it. I've just recently went to a Comic-Con, Alamo City Comic-Con, and there were about 8 or 9 booths with different cosplayers in it, and they were charging anywhere from $5 to $10 for a signed photograph, a signed 8x10. So, you know, you're not getting the $35, $40 signatures of well-known stars like Linda Blair and, you know, Skeet Ulrich. You're getting a cosplayer that you've never heard of, probably, quite frankly, and you're supposed to be excited by that, and a lot of people weren't. I know I wasn't. So, anyways, I said all that to say this, that yes, I took advantage of the offer from Nerd Block, and I chose another block just to see what they offer in it, because I only get Horror Block, and I wanted to see what some of the other stuff they offer as far as like arcade and cartoon and stuff like that. I mean comic, not cartoon. But I have my Horror Block came in today. This one's a little different from the other ones I've gotten, because this one is actually wrapped in plastic. Completely wrapped in plastic. Now, I don't know if that's for the weather or what, but yeah, I've never had one wrapped in plastic. It was usually just taped shut. So after all that talking I did, 6 minutes and 30 seconds worth of talking, let's just jump right into this, shall we? Enough talk about whose box is bigger. I'm in a really great mood right now because I just got back from having an early dinner and washed it down with a very delicious margarita. Wasn't enough to get like buzzed or anything, but it hit me in all the right spots. So far, I have to say Horror Block really hasn't disappointed at all. You're always going to get maybe one or two items that you're kind of like a little less than thrilled about. That's par for the course. You don't condemn the company because you didn't get something you didn't like, because you got something you didn't like, or because you were hoping to get one thing and you got another. That's just the nature of the beast. Oh, this one looks full. Ooh, nice. First off, got to do the T-shirt. These come with a T-shirt, which is always awesome. And this is, oh, that's very awesome. Ah, it's like an ugly Christmas sweater. I like it. I mean, the Horror Block is $19.95 a month, and you can get like a 3-month or a 6-month subscription and shave a little bit off of that. But $19.99 a month, and I'm telling you, this T-shirt, bare minimum, you're looking at $9.99. I'd go as high as like $14.99 minimum for this shirt, this quality. It's a Gildan heavy cotton, so it's thick, it's durable, it's not flimsy, very comfortable, and there's most of the value of the box right there, just in the T-shirt. But there's more. Let's see what we got here. Cookie cutters. Look. Jason and Freddy. Freddy shows his face. Jason is a hockey mask. Now, if you really want to make some horrendous cookies, show Jason's face. That's different. And I do bake, so that's going to come in handy. What in the world is this? A book called Rabbit in Red by Joe Giannakis. Never heard of this book. Follow the rabbit. Bill Wise has blood in his past, so he turns to horror films to wipe it clean. Jamie Stein has felt the betrayal of death, so she too takes refuge in the on-screen deaths of others. Now Bill, Jamie, and 17 other horror-loving teens have gathered at Rabbit in Red Studios, the brainchild of eccentric horror producer J.B. Bell, for the terror-filled, blood-drenched contest of their lives. JB has presented this competition as a race between the best of the best that will reward the winners with cash, internships, and a career making the movies they love. But things aren't always as they seem at Rabbit in Red, and soon life starts to imitate art. Will Bill and Jamie be strong enough to confront real horrors to save their friends, or will they all fall victim to JB's twisted plans? It sounds a little like a teen, young adult type book, but the premise sounds interesting. So, pretty neat. Usually they have no. A horror block exclusive edition. I was looking for a price. What is this? That's Krampus. For sure. I know that. But please let it be a rattle. Please don't let it be broken. Sweet. It's an ornament. What's it? Uh-oh. What is this? Pretty neat. I dig the box. It's a Krampus bell. It says on the box on the top. Krampus bell. I know who Krampus is, or Krampus, but I'm not familiar with the story of the bell. Hopefully there's something in here that explains that. So I'm just assuming this is going to be like a Christmas themed box, Christmas themed horror, which is awesome because during Christmas Eve, and part of Christmas Day, I have this lineup of movies that I watch, which I just added Krampus to that one. But my tradition was always watching It's a Wonderful Life, A Christmas Story, and then followed up by Black Christmas and Silent Night, Deadly Night. This year I'm going to add Krampus. I might get A Christmas Horror Story, I think it's called, and Cannibal Claus by the Sleaze Box. Yeah, this is definitely Christmas because look, got a Gremlins holiday snow globe. Want to see it? All right. It's snowing! That is cool, man. Christmas treats for the horror freaks. You gotta love that. Of course, the ever famous copy of Rue Morgue. Let's Scare Jessica to Death on the cover. Rue Morgue magazine is just an excellent magazine. In the weeks before his death, Herschel Gordon Lewis talked to Rue Morgue about his legendary career as the creator of the splatter film. I just started watching the Blood trilogy, Color Me Blood Red, Blood Feast, and 2000 Maniacs on Blu-ray. Thank you. Oh man, just an all-around great magazine, Rue Morgue. Gotta love that. And our little disc our little disc, our little sheet explaining what you got. Gremlin snow globe. We captured the gremlins in this exclusive snow globe before they could wreak havoc. Beware of the Mogwai's innocent looks. They can still make your life a living hell. First impressions can be deceiving. Then we have the Cthulhu Awakens holiday t-shirt. Awaken your fearless, festive style with one of these exclusive holiday tees. This rare Cthulhu sighting is guaranteed to rule over fellow partygoers and win the Scariest Shirt Award. It comes in black and green, and I got the black one, which is always cool. Freddy vs. Jason cookie cutters, the 2-pack. Krampus bell ornament. Forget Santa Claus this festive season. Blah. Let's start that over again, shall we? Cut. I'm not going to cut. One take Jake, remember? Forget Santa Claus. Period. This festive season, you'll definitely want to be on the nice list when Krampus comes to town. Will this exclusive bell ornament invite him in or ward him off? Hang at your own risk. Rabbit in Red book with variant cover. I already read the whole synopsis on that, and then it talks about the Rue Morgue. So the exclusives this month was the snow globe, the t-shirt, the bell, and the book. You get 4 exclusives in every box, meaning it's for Nerd Block only. Nobody else has it. Next month's horror block will include a freakish item from Boom! American Horror Story. I cannot wait. Along with exclusives from Army of Darkness and Friday the 13th. That's going to be a killer box. I can't wait. Can't wait. Now, I'm not saying anything one way or the other about which box does what and who does what for who and so on and so forth. I'm not going to do that. Okay? Everybody's just trying to get by like everybody else. I'm not faulting anybody. I'm not saying anything about anything. But I am going to say this. And it is. If I could only afford to keep one box, it would be Horror Block. And the reason is that regardless of what items the BAM box offers, regardless of what items Loot Crate offers, it goes by a theme. Okay, they use a different theme each month. And Nerd Block has these themes every month as far as, you know, your tastes are concerned. I'm a horror fan, so every month I get a horror block. I know everything I get in there is going to pertain to horror. And then it'll tell me a month in advance what horror items I can look forward to. And then I can get more excited by what I'm going to get. So, yes, if I had to choose just one box, it would definitely be Horror Block. Haven't been disappointed with the stuff they offer. I've gotten these really cool hats. I've gotten these awesome t-shirts. Just really cool stuff, man. You know, it makes me feel like I'm a kid again sometimes when I see some of these things. So, yeah, definitely Horror Block. And if you want to check them out, go to www.nerdblock.com. And right now, with the holiday season, they have some, I forgot what they call them, like stocking stuffer type boxes, or I forgot what they're called, but they're set themes, and each box will tell you what you get in it. Usually, it's a surprise, but in these, they're like $15.95, I think. And I'm not sure if that signs you up for the subscription, but if it does, just remember that it renews every month unless you pay through PayPal. It'll renew every month automatically. So if you're only looking to get it the one time, stay up on it, and after your order is confirmed, you want to cancel that order. Not saying you should, because believe me, I've been happy with the boxes I've gotten. So I have no reason to cancel anything. And like I just said, if I could only choose one, it would definitely be the horror block from Nerd Block. So that's it for now, guys. Go give them a look, check them out, see what they have. Sometimes they have some like past boxes that you can grab, or items I think that you can buy individually. I haven't really looked much into that, so I just get the boxes, and as soon as I get the box that I ordered, I'll share that with you guys. I believe I ordered the arcade block just because I was planning on getting one of those stocking stuffer boxes for the comic block, and I figured the arcade block, you know, there's some stuff in there that looked pretty cool, and my brother's into that stuff too, so if I don't use it, definitely give it to him. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. Thank you, Nerd Block, for your continued what's the word I'm thinking of? Maybe that margarita is hitting me a little harder than I thought. Your commitment to quality, and for the very, very generous offer to give people a chance to check out your product. I thought that was a very bold move on your part, and it just solidifies my faith in Nerd Block and what they have to offer. All that much more. So until next time, guys, take care. Thanks for watching, because you know it's always appreciated, and I'll see you soon.